the second. I'm Todd Duplantis. Welcome to Up to the Minute. We've got a special guest, the return of Frank Cooper. Frank Cooper is back.
I'm so excited.
Welcome back to the show. Brittany Pacheco with us again.
Good morning.
And we're glad to have you back in the studio.
It's good to be home, man. It's good to be home.
I'm so excited that you're here.
It is a long couple
We've
months.
missed you so much.
I know, I miss my HCC family, man. I miss joking around with you guys and getting things done.
We gotta catch up.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
I
we
know
do.
you guys. Yeah. Well, if you hang out with her, she's been finding her way to the spa at the Southeast College.
Listen.
It's becoming like, even though they're booked for the semester, for some reason she gets in on a weekly basis.
Listen, I make things
Hey,
happen.
you make
Yeah.
things happen,
I make
man.
things happen. Yeah, it's
You
all
show
good.
up with a video camera, then guess what? You wind up getting your facial done. And
If you need a +1, man, I need my toenails filed.
No, but
Oh,
you
here
know
we go.
what? Tomorrow they begin lash extensions. So if you're looking to get some, eyelash extensions, tomorrow's the time to
These
go.
are all natural. I grew myself.
Same.
Yeah.
okay, so we've already digressed. Frank's back. There's where the show goes. All right, so it's March, and it's hard to believe we kind of flew through January, right?
No.
No? Okay. I think we did.
That took 84 years.
February took forever.
17 hours.
Okay, 17 hours. And now we're already in March. And March is special because
Because it is International Women's History Month.
that's right. And every day this month, except for today. Well, you're our guest today.
Sure, we'll go with that.
We'll go with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to have women guests all throughout the month to celebrate the month. So we've got a lot going on this month, and there's a special event going on March 9th.
Yeah, so International Women's Day 2020, there's an event on March 9th from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. at HCC South Campus. That's the address is it's at the Willie Lee Gay Hall, 150, and the address is 1990 Airport Boulevard, Houston, Texas, 77051. So hey guys, gals, let's celebrate the history of our women and let's come support.
International Women's Day. So it's a great event happening next week. So put that on your calendar and make sure you get out there and support it. Tomorrow's a big day too. We've got a huge primary elections coming up.
We
and,
do,
You
yeah.
can vote. If you didn't get to early vote like many of us over the past few weeks, yep, I did that too. And you get to walk to vote tomorrow.
Yeah, this is a great event that's being hosted by our SGA at Central Campus. It's by the students, for the students. So I think this is
Yeah.
really awesome. So that's taking place tomorrow, March 3rd, because tomorrow, March 3rd, is Election Day. So show up to the Central College at their Learning Hub at 9:30 a.m. to get ready to walk. It's a 22-minute walk from Central Campus to the Randalls, located over there. I believe it's on Louisiana.
Yeah.
To vote, and then you're going to walk back. Special guests that are joining this walk are Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo, council member and former trustee Carolyn Evans Shabazz, and our HCC trustee Eva Laredo.
It's a big deal, so make sure you get out there. It should be an interesting event. They're going to have, I'm sure they'll have a great crowd. But the cool thing about going to that Randall's, you know why it's cool?
It's Randall's.
Well, it's Randall's, number one. Number two, there's a Starbucks on the second
There
floor.
is a Starbucks.
And a little terrace that you can overlook the parking lot, which is a wonderful sight. If you want to have your cup of Starbucks,
Sure.
overlook some cars, smell some exhaust. It's
Oh my
wonderful.
gosh.
But it's a great event that's happening tomorrow, and some public officials will be out there as well to support our students as they exercise their right to vote. Make sure you get out and do so.
Absolutely
tomorrow.
love that this is by the students for the students.
Yeah.
To share the importance of what it is to have your voice be heard and to, make sure the person that you want in office is in
Sure.
office.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely.
there's one way. It seemed like years ago, man, we were 10 years, 20 years ago, primary elections were something, but they weren't really the big deal. Now they're a big deal,
Oh, yeah.
and it's this election, from what I'm hearing, you got historic numbers
Yes.
for people wanting to go out and just make sure the right candidate they support gets in for, not even, this isn't for the general election, this is for the primaries, so you
Right.
get to support your candidate.
I think it's just the power of social media as
Yeah.
well. We have a lot of, young generation, students, young people rather,
Yeah.
who want to see a change.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it has to do with social media.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't think students understand, like, you are a huge part of the society. Like, you are going to shape the next, 4 years of
Yeah.
America.
And more.
So, and more.
Yeah.
So it's very, very important to get out there and vote.
Yep.
So make sure you exercise your right, get out tomorrow, and get out and vote one way or another.
Yes.
Whether you join the walk or not, just get out and vote. We've got a Jasmine Zelaya exhibition going on. That's ongoing, but Thursday, March 5th is a reception.
Yeah, so this artist will explore new themes and media in her work, including large-scale spray paint canvases and projector loops and installation. That's really cool. Her most recognizable work, however, which we are showing here,
Yeah.
is her 2018 painting called Twins, displayed on the Main Street marquee in downtown Houston. Very, very cool. This gives us an idea of the scope of her installations, so you might want to check out this exhibit and see what she has in store for us. Frank, when is this happening?
It's happening March 5th, which is Thursday. It's from 7 to 9 p.m. And the address is 9910 Cash Road. So that's Stafford campus, guys. So they'll check that out and go see some interesting art. I love art. I'm an artsy-fartsy kind of guy myself.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this would be
not far
great.
from my house. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can always get more information by calling the...
Arts Line.
That's right.
Did you know we have an Arts Line?
we got an arts.
Things happen while
hello.
you've been gone.
Y'all get things done
We
when I'm
got
not
an
here.
arts line going. Yes, we got it all.
Yeah, so the Arts Line, you can call up about any of our art exhibitions here at HCC. Simply call 713-718-6570.
That's right. We got a number of things going on. Overwhelming impossibilities. Did we go over this yet?
No.
No,
Okay.
not.
No.
Images by the South Central Chapter for Society of Photographic Education of Students, Educators, and Photographers across the South. That's the longest sentence I think I've read in my life. Wow. Biblical long.
Well,
So, Friday,
probably not.
March the 6th through April 6th, the Southwest West Loop Art Gallery. The reception is happening Friday, March 6th from 7 to 9 p.m. I'm losing my voice. I don't know what
That's
it is.
unfortunate.
Yeah, it's, yeah.
all of it is
It's
free.
unfortunate because you'll be taking over the show.
Well, yeah, great. No, but like these art exhibits are all free, which I think is really awesome. And again, you know, we'll throw that number out there for the Arts Line, which is 713-718-6570.
And T-0, the census is here. You know, we are asking everyone to take your part in the census. That's ongoing, isn't it? Starting now?
It's starting now.
Yeah.
It's begun. We
Yeah.
are underway, and this is 100% anonymous, completely confidential, but it's important to have everyone, documented or undocumented, participate in the census. Why is this important, Todd?
It's important because it has something to do with the funding for our school and for civic events or this local government. Every head counts, every person counts. So we have to get a good head count of everyone living here in order so that we get the proper funding, and also local school,
Yeah.
Houston ISD, Aldine, all of those school districts that are locally. They depend on the number of students they have, and we have to get the perfect or the right amount of people or the right count out there. And if you are documented or undocumented, we really need your count in the census.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, things like Meals on Wheels, Medicaid,
Yeah.
reduced lunch programs, so many of these funding programs that pull from census numbers. So
Yeah.
Yeah, the worst thing you would hate for is that we're underfunding these programs because the students still need the funding. Free lunch programs, perfect example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those students are going to go to school whether they're documented or undocumented on a daily basis. We need to make sure that we have the right funding.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's completely anonymous as well.
It is, and it's great, and it's really easy to respond to the census. You can either go online, you can answer it by phone, or you can, mail in your information. It's simple. Go to 2020census.gov for more information.
You know, one thing we didn't talk about, 3. What's the number 3 signify?
A tripod?
How many times can you be evacuated from your building in a week?
That was a trick question.
3.
Yeah. Frank,
Yeah,
you
wow,
missed
what's
it.
going on here?
why couldn't it
You
happen when
know?
I was here? I could have got some more free days off and stuff.
Yeah,
know?
you should have come back last
I
week.
know,
Yeah,
right?
a week
About 2
before
weeks
last.
ago. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
2 weeks ago, too?
yeah.
So 2 weeks ago, we had an unfortunate
Boy,
smelly
series
situation
of events.
with
Yeah, we'll put it
a
that way.
sewage leak. You could really smell it down here in the basement. It was pretty gross. And then last Tuesday, we had like a power outage because a transformer blew out, nearby. And then this past Thursday, we had to evacuate because a 96-inch water main broke on the east side of Houston, and it impacted a lot of the restaurants and buildings here in downtown.
It just
in
so
Midtown.
happened that 8-foot water main
Yeah.
was supplied water to 40 to 60% of the city of Houston.
Really?
So it was a big deal.
So
Wow.
the city was, there was particular zoning that people were under a boil your water, what do you call it, restriction or whatever.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that wasn't lifted until this weekend. Where I live, we were pretty good. We were, didn't have to
Oh,
worry about that.
geez.
But yeah, we've had a
Yep.
really weird couple of weeks.
Oh, wow.
So, over the summer, I went and I bought some bottles of water. I think it was when there may have been a storm headed this way or something. So I told my wife, I'm getting 2 cases of water. And she goes, nobody's ever going to drink that. And I said, well, I'm just going to put it in the closet. So I put it in the closet. And every now and then I'd go take a bottle of water if I needed it, very rarely, but I always thought, we have this at least case and a half of water.
Yeah.
So I go back in there looking around. Water's gone. All gone.
You took it all.
No, well, apparently she'd been putting a bottle of water in the refrigerator
Oh.
and using it every now and then. Unbeknownst to me, no one told me the water was going to be gone.
Yeah.
So, of course, the dogs are looking at me, the water bowls are empty. I'm like, sorry, guys,
like, yeah.
So.
There has to be communication in a marriage, man, for a marriage to be successful.
Well,
Just saying, man.
I went and we bought some donuts over the weekend, 3 donuts. And there we were going to share one. I was going to get one. She was going to get one. And hers was this Long John thing. It had like maple on top and some type of goofy filling in it, right? So she put it in the kitchen, and I went in like later in the day, and I noticed about 1/3 of it was left. Well, one of the dogs walked in there, and he just kind of looked at me. So I'm like, you want some donut? So I started feeding him some donut, and I'm taking some of the donut. I didn't say anything about it because I thought she was done with the donut.
Oh, no.
So later in that night, she came in the bedroom and she sat on the bed. She said, is there something you want to say to me? I'm like, oh, man. When you're married and they say something like that, your spouse says that, you might as well just give it up. You don't know what you do. I don't know. What did I need to say? Well, then you ate my donut.
I had something not very similar. It does involve food,
Yeah.
but with my tablecloth. My tablecloth is white. It's got some gray design on it. Long story short, my husband always manages to spill something on this white tablecloth, and
Well, don't use a white tablecloth. That would have been my answer.
Makes
no. Eat neatly. Don't be messy, okay? I have placemats there for a reason. So I washed it and I said, listen, I'm putting this back on the
Don't
table.
put a tablecloth on the table.
I said, I'm putting this back on the table. I said, do not stain it. What did he do? He ate barbecue. He stained it.
Well,
Is John still alive?
I plead the fifth.
Okay. All right.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't know. Comment below and let us know your thoughts. My thought is, if you've got messy people in your house, you shouldn't have a white tablecloth.
You're
on the
30 years
table.
old. Why are you still messy?
That's just white just brings stress. Like you automatically stress. Like I have to be perfect now. I can't drop a crumb because my wife's gonna.
Well, this is my
Kill me.
solution. I bought a new tablecloth that's not white, but I bought a laminate tablecloth to put on top. That way, it's easy cleanup.
Well, there you go. End of story. Marriage
Compromise.
problem solved here on Up to the Minute on a daily basis.
I'm
You got a
pretty sure
marriage
not
problem,
licensed
just
for
comment
this.
below.
Pretty sure this is
Well-
not good.
There you go. There
But
you go.
before we wrap up, I really do want to say a special shout out to all the March 2nd babies out there, including my sister.
Wow.
Today's her birthday.
Happy birthday, sister.
Happy birthday.
I won't disclose her age because she probably
I
will
was
hate
going
me
to say,
for
how
that.
old is she?
She was born in the 70s. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Anyway, and today is also Texas Independence Day. This
That's
is
right.
this is when we adopted our declaration from Mexico, and we became a republic. So
Yeah.
Viva Texas!
Viva Texas.
Viva
Yeah,
Texas.
there you go. So good to have you back on the show, Frank.
Great to
You're
be
going to be
back.
joining us. We've got a special segment we're going to be doing with you in the future. We're going to talk to you about that later
Okay,
on.
all right, bring it
But
on.
It's Frank in the Field. you know.
Frank in the field.
Frank in the Field, something like that.
I could have changed my name during the break, and you would have
We're,
been.
we're gonna
yeah, you know.
we're gonna get you Frank
Okay,
in the Field.
all right, Frank in the Field.
Frank
Gotcha.
in the Field.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness!
That's just
hilarious.
a working title for the show, but the show's expanding. We're going to a half-hour format
We're now on
after spring break.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
But we're now on YouTube as well.
Oh
Yeah,
snap.
and Chris Bourne is calling LinkedIn this morning
Oh, my
to see
goodness.
why we're not live on LinkedIn.
Just let it go, Todd.
No, I'm not. So anyway.
Come for you, LinkedIn.
Can we cue in that Frozen song? Let it go.
Yeah, there you go. If you have an announcement you want to see us make on our show, it's very easy. How can they do that, Brittany?
Simple. You can either comment down below on this video cast, whatever you want to call this, a live stream, or you can send us an email. You've seen our emails down below, or send us a direct message here on our different social media platforms. And you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at We Are HCCS. New year, new handles. We're trying to make it easier for everyone to find us. And on Snapchat, it's at We Are HCC. And Todd, tell them about the hashtag.
Hashtag is We Are HCC. Very easy. I use it all the time. So
Yes, you do.
make sure you put it out there. Hey, one thing to keep in mind on Friday, we're doing our State of the College from the Hilton Americas Hotel.
We're going live.
And we are going to be live there that morning. So we'll be live after the State of the College. So if you watch, it'll be on the live stream for hccs.edu/live stream. State of the College comes on at, I believe, 9 a.m.
Sure.
You can watch it live, and it ends around 9:45-ish. Our show will start at 10 a.m. We'll be live from the stage of State of the College.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
So we got a lot of good things going on. Frank is back in the house, and we're going to have guests every morning here on Up to the Minute, as long as they show up.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. But
Man,
we
level of
appreciate
shade
them
is
agreeing
real.
to be here in the first place. Well, that about wraps things up for today. Thank you for joining us on Up to the Minute. Don't forget to send us your announcements across the district. I'm
Yep.
Todd Duplantis.
I'm Frank Cooper.
I'm Brittany Pacheco, and you're Up to the Minute.